I think that's worthwhile if we check that that's worked there now. So I'm going to load that into the project, and we'll move some things around to make sure it's all right. Overwrite the existing version and its parameters. And now you can see that we've brought in a louver blade there. Okay, so I'm just going to check now that that works right on different dimensions. So if I was to delete this mullion through here, and if I was doing that, I'd probably delete that one there as well. And then if I was to delete this grid line, I'll delete that grid line through there. And then I want to just check that this panel through here, that's a different dimension now, works as this stretches out. So if I grab and tab that panel there, which is system glazed, and drop that one down and change it to this one, glazed panel with shade device, and change it to that, we've now got that one working fine as well. Okay, so you can see that these louver blades are going in quite well on different widths. So the other thing I should do now is just show you how, if we tab through, so we can select that and go into its type, edit type, we can now see that we've not only got the louver support material, but we've also got the louver material as well. Thought we changed that before, but I'll try that. Is that because we changed that on a, if it's a type parameter, I would have thought it would work. Let me just double check this one before I was sure we were working on. Edit type. I thought we changed the louver support material, but anyway, I'll come back to that, and we'll click into here, and we'll click aluminium, and click OK, and click OK. So that's changed all of those to aluminium. My louver material hasn't changed yet though, of course. So tab and edit type, and the louver material can also be, click the button with the 3 dots, and we find aluminium there, and click OK, and click OK. So that's changed the louver material. So you can see how now we can have 3 different sorts of materials in this one system, this one curtain panel. The 3 materials we've got is the glazing material, then we've got the louver support material, and then we've got the louver material, and they can all be assigned to different materials the way we've done this. Okay, I'll just fix that up. Okay, now we'll just continue on now and just fix up the final geometry to do that sunshade device. So we'll select it again and edit family. Opens up the family editor for us, and then we were working on this left hand elevation view, so I'll open that one up. I'll just make more copies. I'll use the reference lines, so select the reference line and I'll copy that across multiple times. I'll just click in space somewhere, give it a horizontal dimension of 200, and then I'll do another one, another 200, and I'll do another one more at 200. Okay, and so then I've got those reference lines in place. Probably not necessary to actually have them, but it might just be neat to have them there. So I'll do another copy now of the extrusion from that endpoint to that endpoint to that endpoint to that endpoint. And if we just wanted to keep a record of what we're doing here, move that dimension up a little bit higher. I can put dimensions in from there to the end point of the reference plane. Just hover and wait that that's what I'm getting. I'm looking at the bottom left hand corner of my screen here to see that I've got the reference line. I'll put that dimension in, and then I'll just replicate that on the others. This is probably not necessary. So end point of the reference line, and this one through here. Dimension from there to there. So you can see that we've arranged a nice neat arrangement of louver blades every 200 millimeters from 300 up to 900. Now I just want to double check that these are all going to be attached as well. So I think I can do that in 3D. So I probably will use the align tool once again. You can either pull them back out of the way to make sure that you're doing it. So if we were to pull these back out of the way, but you don't actually need to do that. So if I use the align tool again, or remember it's up here. Using the align tool, you always click on the thing that's in the right place first. So this face here is in the right place, and then this face here is the one we want to align to. Then if you click the padlock, they'll lock together. So then this face here and that face we want to align it to, then click the padlock. So if we do that again now, we can click this face and this one back here without moving it away, just click the padlock. So I'm just using this align tool so that I can make sure all of these louvers move correctly. So I'll have to orbit back around. It was this one that I was going to do here now. Lock that, use the align tool and lock that one, and use I think I've done this one, haven't I? But I'll just do it again now that one's already done. Okay, so I've got that geometry now in place, so I'll load that back into the project, override existing version and its parameters, and now I've got my shade devices placed over the top of the glazing elements. So very easily now I could select either. I could tab through and select that. Oh, I don't think I'll do it first, sorry. So we can use this match properties tool. Here we go, in the clipboard, match type properties. And then I can tab till I select that panel. And then I can match that properties to that one. Okay, what's happening through here? Try it again. So match properties, tab till I select that panel, and then I can put those properties onto that one, and onto that one, and onto this one, and onto that one. Oh, and onto this one it looks like. So I've now got those shade devices going right through that curtain wall over the top of the glazing elements through there. So the other thing we'll show you is now to change curtain wall types, curtain wall other panel types to standard things like doors, etc. If I select this one through here and tab, I can select that whole panel. And this is going to get rid of the shade device here, so we'd have to add all that geometry back into this panel as well if we wanted to. But you can see here how we can click into here and we can change it to different types, but we haven't got a door loaded at the moment. So if I select it again, tab through there, and if I go into edit type, I can click the load button here now. If I click load, I can go into curtain wall panels, and I can do something like a door double glass with D-pulls. Yeah, it looks like a good one to have. So if I click open for that and click apply to that one, okay, we've now got a glass curtain wall with doors in it. So you can, in cases like where there's a door, quite often you then won't have this sill or sub-sill arrangement in that door. So you can just tab through until you select just what Revit's calling the mullion element, but it's actually a sill, and then you can delete that. And it then cleverly adjusts the height of the door because that aluminium extrusion is not in place there anymore either. Okay, so there's your tutorials on how you can edit some geometry associated with curtain wall panels.